All right, everybody, it is time for this wonderful screencast on how to correctly cite database articles. Now, the two that I'm going to show you today are going to be from the Gale database sources, and I'm also going to show you a different way to cite a JSTOR database source. I know that you guys have been having some problems with that, so we're going to try a different way that hopefully will be a little bit more user-friendly. So, first thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you are logged into EasyBib and that you are in your project as well as under the bibliography section of your project. Any sources that you have previously cited will show up in your bibliography, but you'll certainly see this tab here. And this is going to offer you many different options of the types of sources that you can cite using EasyBib's automatic citation system. Now, we're going to be focusing on databases. Okay, and this is where we're going to be focusing our energy. So I'm going to show you two different styles and ways that we can do this. Now, if we go to the library webpage and we click on the library resources, we're going to get automatic links to a lot of different websites. We've got a lot of the Gale websites and a lot of Gale databases here. We've got the student resources in context. This is going to be like dictionary articles and a lot of general background information. This is a good jumping off point for you. I also want to draw your attention to some of the more specialized databases that Gale offers. We've got history in context, world history in context, and science in context. These could be really useful to you depending on what your topic is, and you're welcome to explore them as necessary as we go through this project. I'm going to focus on the student resources in context for you now. Now, whenever you click on the database, it's going to give you the proceed option. You click OK because we are probably on the school computers and can get access to it without a problem. If you do want to access it from home, check with me or Mrs. Nass for the password information. Now, when we come into the student resources and context, there is a front page and it's got some regular information about some of the more prevalent and hot topics that are out there in research right now. But I don't really see my topic, so I'm going to type it up here in the search box, student or steroids in baseball. Let's see what comes up, if anything comes up with that. Now, the cool thing about GaleNet, the student resources and context, is that it will give you reference articles, primary sources, news information, magazine information. It will also give you academic journals. There's a lot of different types of sources. The reference sources are going to limit you to things like dictionaries. The academic journals are going to be more scholarly, probably things that were posted by professors, PhD candidates, and other students at universities and colleges. But let's say for the sake of my project that I just want some general information and I want a reference article. So I'm just going to click on this first source and we're going to assume that this is going to be a good one for me to use. GaleNet offers a lot of different options for how you can share the citation, and there are many citation tools over here in the toolbar to the right. But one of the shortcuts that GaleNet offers to students who subscribe is when you scroll all the way down, there is usually a source citation that you can copy and paste. This will usually be in MLA format, especially if it's from GaleNet. So this is a safe one that we can use. It is one that we can copy and paste directly to our bibliography. Now, when I go back to my bibliography in EasyBib, I see my database. And I have a couple of different things that I could click on here. It can ask me what kind of database article I'm citing. I can manually cite it, or what I'm going to be doing is copy and pasting it. So if I go back to my article that I think I'm going to use, I copy it, I bring it over into my EasyBib, I click citation, put it in there, paste it right in that box, and I hit create citation below. This will give me all of the information pre-formatted, ready to go, and as EasyBib says, hooray, this is very exciting. Now, one of the things that can be a little bit difficult, though, is when we go to use JSTOR. This is one of the more academic resources that the library has. And it has a lot of information from really highly reviewed and highly respected journals and other publications. You may have to log in to JSTOR, and you're going to have a password and a username that the school has provided. Mrs. Nass has subscribed us to this as a building. Our username is going to be DWHS, and our password is going to be DHSWest. So when you log in, you'll see something over on this side here, your access to JSTOR provided by Downingtown High School West. That's a good thing when we see that. Now, we have a search box here And JSTOR is kind of limited with your search topics. You might search for something, a keyword or a search phrase, and you might be really limited with what you're getting and what you're receiving. That's okay. Try something new. Try something more specific. Try something more broad. You may have to experiment a little bit to try to get information that is going to be beneficial to you. I'm going to try steroids in baseball just for the heck of it. Okay. And we don't really know what is going to pop up. Okay. We've got all results. We've also got journals. And some of these will be book reviews. Those might not be things that you want to use. We've got books and we've got pamphlets. Let's go back to all results and just scroll down, see what we can find a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here that could be really useful. I'm going to have to click things. I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to maybe change my search terms a little bit. I don't like the looks of things that I'm seeing there. What if I search instead for baseball and steroids? Okay, again, not really seeing anything that is sticking out to me. Actually, you know what? Something that is sticking out to me is this article, Why I Remain a Baseball Fan. Part of what I really like about the looks of this is that part of my essay is going to be me examining how baseball and the use of steroids by its players has been affected as a sport. Now, when you click on a result in JSTOR, it'll give you the option to download the PDF. It'll also give you citation tools, and this is where we've been running into some problems in the past. Sometimes when we've tried to save or export it, it's been asking you to log in again, and it's been giving you some problems. But I want to show you a feature that EasyBib has. If I've decided, for instance, that this article is going to be something really useful to me, EasyBib, under the Database tab, knows that JSTOR is a widely used database. I can click on that and it will allow me to search by the article title, other keywords, or an identification number. I see that the title of this is Why I Remain a Baseball Fan. So let's see what comes up. I go back and I see, okay, this guy wrote it. Look, he wrote it over here too. Looks the same. I can cite this and it will bring in the information that JSTOR has provided. We've got the author name, the journal title, the volume, the issue, the year published. Even the page numbers are present there. We've got a URL, which is important in case we want to access it again. And I can just create the citation with the pre-formatted information that is provided to me by searching it through JSTOR's, I guess their link on EasyBib's website. That means that these articles and these database things that I've cited will now be present in my EasyBib bibliography, and I can now use them when I want to create a new note and begin to build what will ultimately be my outline, my rough draft, and finally my final draft. I hope this helped you guys as you start to think about your database sources and how you can cite them. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can also check with Mrs. Nass. Hope you're having a good day and make good decisions.